What's up, guys? I guess we're doing something a little different today. I have been talking to people on my Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. It's where I'm able to engage the most, because I can direct message, back and forth and comment, and YouTube's kind of a one-way thing minus the comments. But I'm messaging people, and it has blown my mind. The average person who signs up for the Agoge has been following me 3 years. So I'm talking to these guys, and one guy, and the reason why this sparked my interest was this. He's been following me 6 years, and I asked him how his progress has been made. Zero. He has not made any progress in his life. He is completely stagnant and not done anything in 6 years, and not making more money. Matter of fact, what the reality is if you're staying stagnant or you're living this Groundhog Day, and a lot of you are living Groundhog Day, where you look back at your life and your life is the exact same last month, 3 months ago, a year, 2 years, and you look back and be like, I'm living the same life, nothing's changed. So if that's you, if you can look back at your life and go, yeah, man, I'm just trying to get through the day, and then I get through the day, and it's been a week, and it's been a month, and it's been a year, and I look back and I'm like, where's the time gone? And your life really hasn't changed. Well, there's 3 reasons why. There's 3 reasons why. One, your ego. You're living with this ego that you're fine and things will improve, and I don't need any help, and I don't need to ask questions. And it's men's pride and their ego of thinking that they're better than they actually are, or that they don't want to ask for help because that might make them feel weak. And the reality is, and I deal this with the veteran community all the time as well, like the reality is the strongest man is the one that goes, hey, I'm actually a little lost, I need help. Like I did that. That's why I'm successful. The egotistical man says, no, I don't need any help. I can figure it out. Like, the whole thing, like what they say is like, you don't need to ask for directions. Sometimes you need to ask for freaking directions, man. You need a route to get there. You want to go somewhere, you don't know how to get there, you ask for directions. It's as simple as that. But we don't do it. Why? Like, I don't need to ask for directions. I'm a man. It's absolutely ridiculous. But we get caught up in this bullshit, man, of this egotistical and pride, so we don't ever actually make a commitment and have the courage to move forward. The strongest men are the ones that go, hey, I'm fucked up, I need some help. Because that actually takes courage. That takes strength. Being fearful is what actually puts you in a place to where you hide, you isolate, you're like, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. And those guys, they fail, they don't move forward. On extreme circumstances, they get depressed, they isolate, and then they commit suicide. Now, obviously, that's very extreme. But it happens a lot. It's happened to a lot of my friends. So the second reason, so first thing is your pride and your ego. Because I'm a man. The second thing is fear. And this is where limiting beliefs come into play. Your fear of failure, your fear of embarrassment, fear it might not work out, you might make a fool of yourself, whatever it may be. Whatever, my past failures mean my future failures. Well, I failed in the past, so I'm just going to fail again. And I know that fear too, man. I know that fear. But the reality is that fear, you're fearing something that hasn't happened yet. You're fearing something from the future that isn't real. It's not real. You have this thing in your head of what could be, or what the outcome that could happen that hasn't happened. So because you're so fearful of it, which is a trick by the devil, by the way, it's the opposition keeping you from your full potential. in this imaginary thing that has not even happened, keeping you from living your purpose, keeping you from executing on your dreams, keeping you from everything that you actually want, and you don't execute. That sucks, man. So what is the saying? The only thing that you should fear is fear itself. And that's the truth. That's the truth. Fear is the thing that you should fear. Outside of that, it's not real. Because everything you've learned in the past, this is from my limiting beliefs course. One of the things that people, like, well, my past mistakes will make my future mistakes. My past failures will make my future failures. No, that's not true. Because that's how successful people become more successful, is because they have failures in the past, they learn from them, they gain that experience, and they don't reproduce the same mistakes, the same failures. Now they might make new ones, but then they gain from those, they gain from those, and then they learn from there. The third thing, you have no actual target. I was having a podcast. I was doing a podcast, which is on the channel. You can go find it, with Carl Munger, talking about the azimuth. First thing you need to do is you need to know where you're at, right? Figure out where you're at on the map. Talking about land nav, land orienteering, stuff I did in selection, reconnaissance, military stuff, you know, for my veterans that understand that. Where am I at on the map? Okay, I'm here. Okay, I need to go here. That's where people don't know. You don't know, you don't have a target of where you're going. So because you don't have a target, you can't build a route to get there. Or maybe you have a target, but you don't understand how to build a route to get there. This is the third reason why you don't make moves. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to get there. Again, goes back to reason number one, ego and pride, because you don't want to ask for directions. So you're this guy who is just living Groundhog's Day. Every day is the same. You're just making ends meet. You're just trying to survive. And then the day is ticking by, and the next thing you know, life is over, and you're on your deathbed going, shit, what did I do? If that is not a wake-up call, gentlemen, holy shit, I don't know what else. I don't know how I could help you. That's the deal. Like, when I'm on my deathbed, I'm out. Everything has been done. Everything. I'm surrounded by my loved ones, and I'm looking at them going, I laid it all out I laid it all on the field. I'm mission complete. I created what I needed to create. I poured into the people I needed to pour into. I created more leaders. I built a legacy, and I'm leaving a legacy behind. And every single day I became 1% better. And that's all you have to do, is figure out where you want to go, forget about the fear, and become 1% better every single day. And I think the math works out mathematically to, like, where you're 37% better every single year if you become 1% better every single day. 37%. Now do that year after year. And if I look at 2016, guys, 2014, 13. 2013, I almost committed suicide. 2013. 2016, filed bankruptcy. 2018, my life drastically had already turned around, and I was on the up and up. And that's when I became addicted to growth. Before that, I was like, after the suicide thing right here on the beach, which you can read about in my book, Excommunicated Warrior. So if you're a veteran or anybody, law enforcement guy or anybody who has had a life change, I highly suggest go read that book, Excommunicated Warrior. It's my personal story in the 7 stages of transition. But I talk about that episode on the beach. From that moment on, I was like, I'm done with the ego. I'm done with the pride. I'm raising my hand and asking for directions. I would need to know the route to get to success. I want to be successful, and fuck anybody standing in my way. And I'm going to go to war with my demons. I'm going to go to war with my ego. I'm going to go to war with my pride. I'm going to say fuck fear. I'm going to ask for freaking help. And that's what I do, and that's what I've continued to do. Continued to this day. I am still doing it. Till this day, I am raising my hand. I probably had two or three different calls today asking for help on various items. And I'm successful. I've got 2 8-figure businesses and a 7-figure business. I got a freaking smoking hot wife, a wonderful kid. I'm adopting another kid. I've got 3 kids total. I'm trying to go for more. Like, I've got some shit going on, man. And I'm still asking for help because I don't know it all. I'm 43 years old and I still don't know it all. So ask for freaking help. Ask for help. Find somebody who resonates with you. And if it ain't me, find somebody who does. And if it is me, join the freaking Agoge. Let me help you. Let me show you the roadmap that Josh and I used to get there. And if you don't do that, that's okay. But don't be the same guy year after year. Don't be laying in your deathbed going, damn, that 5 pounds turned into 10 pounds on the belly and then 20 pounds. Now you know you're 50 pounds overweight and you're not the man that God created you to be, because God created you to be amazing. He created you with a divine purpose. And if you're not living up to that, well then you know, Napoleon Hill, outwitting the devil. Then you fell into the 98% that the devil controls. And that's exactly what the opposition wants. He wants you to be egotistical, prideful, fearful, and living in comfort and living in Groundhog's Day. And the reality is, you're not really living Groundhog's Day. You're not living stagnant. You're getting worse. If you're not getting 1% better, you're getting 1% worse year after year. And I don't know about you, gentlemen, but that would scare the absolute fuck out of me, and it did. And that's the reason why I've been on this journey, this personal journey of mine. Jeez, man. 12 years now? 13 years? 13 years! 13 years! Holy shit. Yeah, man. So I don't know who this video is for. It's for a lot of people in my Instagram DMs, I'll tell you that. But we have to be men of action. We have to be men of action. That's actually the name of the spiritual group inside the Agoge, the MFA, Men of Faithful Action. John Mark runs that for us. Men of Faithful Action. Because God does not drive a parked car, is what he says. God does not drive a parked car. You have to take action. I can show you the way. I can give you the rule book. I can give you the playbook. I can show you the route, but it's you that have to walk it. You have to make the moves. Anyways, drop your ego and pride, fuck fear, and create a target, and then create a route to get there. All right, gentlemen, if this video resonates you, please send it to a friend, because this video might just save somebody's life. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate that. Remember to like it. Remember to drop me a comment. I want to respond to it. I'm actually the one responding to the comments. And if you like this video, you're going to absolutely love this one right here.